sports injuries. We see this quite commonly. Of course, these days not much of sports are being played because of the COVID situation which is there in our country. But generally when schools start and when tournaments start, we see a lot of sports injuries coming in. So I thought I would talk about the initial management, what you would do before you get to a doctor. So it depends on at what situation and where this injury occurs. So is it in training or is it in a game? And then it is also important who does the assessment. Is it your coach? Is it a physio? Or is it a doctor who does the initial assessment? Whoever it is should have some basic training in assessing injuries. And that person together with the child or the athlete who's injured should decide whether this person can play on or needs to be substituted. Now there are certain things like concussions and all which is mandatory to be substituted. If a person is deemed to have a concussion, that person cannot go on playing at least as of football, the substitution is mandatory. Whereas other injuries, if the player can continue and he is not going to make the injury worse, there are instances that some pitch side management would be done and the player would go back to playing. So it's important for the assessor to decide the severity. So in case it is severe and the person is in pain, it is far better to take him out of the field to prevent any further injury. The next thing is, how are we going to take him out of the field? Now in some instances, the player could walk out. This may not make the injury worse, but in some instances, the player needs to be extracted from the field in a proper manner. If the player is having a spinal injury or a fracture, it needs to be splintered, spine boards need to be used when extracting the player and transporting the player to hospital. So this needs to be kept in mind. So it is important when players are training or these matches are being played that these equipment is available at pitch side and somebody who is trained is available to do the assessment. So it's important to have these equipment at pitch side so that the players can be taken out of pitch and there should be somebody who has the knowledge to assess the injury. Now in case of a football match, you need to have a minimum of 2 ambulances at the pitch, one for the players and one for the spectators. This is the general rules which are followed. Now when the injury is there, what do? The word you keep hearing is RICE, not the one we eat, but rest, ice, compression and elevation. Why do we need to do RICE? The idea behind doing RICE is to keep the swelling down. So if you keep the swelling down, there is less swelling, then it's less time to recover and quicker return to sport. If there is a lot of swelling, that swelling needs to go down on its own, longer time to recover, longer delay in returning to sport. So it is important to do it. Not all areas can be compressed, not all areas can be elevated, but it is generally important to remember this. So resting depends on the injury. It can be for a few days, it may be for a few weeks. It depends on the injury. This can be decided later with discussion with your doctor or the orthopedic surgeon or the sports physician, but it is important to remember that you need to rest it. The next thing is application of ice. So how do we apply ice? For how long do we apply ice? It is important to ice it for at least 24 to 48 hours. Some may ice it a bit longer. What most of the time happens is the person will ice it during the game and then forget about it. So it is important to ice for at least 10 minutes every 2 hours for the first 24 to 48 hours. Don't put the ice directly in contact with your skin because that might burn your skin. So it is important to have a cloth or some towel covering the ice when you apply it. Then elevate the limb. Keep it above your heart level so that the swelling will be down. And the next thing to do is to apply some compression. This can be done by using a crepe bandage, or this could be done by using some sort of supportive device. So this is rest, ice, compression and elevation. So after you have done RICE, the next thing is to get to a doctor to do a proper assessment and find out what's going on and get the necessary advice. So medicines may be given to reduce the pain, If you're not in pain, should I take the medicine? I would say yes for the first 2 to 3 days, because the anti-inflammatories will reduce the inflammation and prevent any further swelling. But after 3 days, maybe 48 hours, maybe 72 hours, if you're not in pain, then you probably don't need to take it, because it will only be a painkiller after that. Then it is important to go see your doctor and get a proper assessment done. This may require some x-rays, this may require some scans, maybe an ultrasound scan, maybe an MRI scan, maybe something else, to decide on what needs to be done next. By doing these simple things, you may end up reducing the time needed to get back to your sport.